up just a hair.
Back up just a little, Dave.
Okay, okay.
Huh?
Good. Let me get out. You don't have a pick or nothing, do you?
Pick. No, that's coal there, though.
That's the rider seam of coal that's high and suffer. That we couldn't mix with this bottom seam of coal here where it begins along right in here. In this area here, there was rock in between it. I guess right there it is.
Yeah.
And we hit it here, and we had to quit taking it because it was running the sulfur content so high that we couldn't sell it to the power companies. The only one could use it, and they didn't pay nothing for it. Right here on our left, Tony Paulus got killed.
Rudy Paul's dad?
Yes, Rudy Paulus's father. He was building a Bradish around there, and a piece of slate fell and pushed him up against the Bradish, and he died at that point. His son Rudy went ahead and worked and retired from this company some time ago.
Let's go around and get this red brick shop back here. It used to be back here. There are Bradishes in through this area here that are red brick. They used to have an underground shop here. Can you see any of the red bricks there, Dad? You can see how small they are, but we needed something to... Over here, I'll take this over here. As you can see, where they had their rail for the hoist. This was an underground shop. Right in that area there, you can see a little bit of red brick. This was all built out of red brick. There's an overcast over in behind. That area.
If you look at this date right here, 10/25 in 1967, with my initials, Jack Hurley. I was making a fire run at that time in this area. Let's see if I can see old Brogans. I don't see anybody else I can remember now.
I see Charlie Smith. CS is Charlie Smith. There's 6069 JM. I don't know who that would be. They were all different people at Farbost.
This is where I don't bring the whole cross. Break down in there, we find all this up through here, all the way up through there.
Yeah, you can see some of that red brick right there.
They did a good job on it, didn't they? Later.
9 right, going on toward 11 right, and 10 right. Of course, you can see there's really no more roof bolts in this area here. Coming up is an overcast which directs air current from one side to the other side. It helps ventilate many miles of old works that has been there over the years. serves for a purpose. Dave, let's back up and get that picture of that lighting block system and that SCSRs. Okay. In 1985, years ago, they had dispatchers, and in 1985, those jobs were eliminated due to the fact that we only had 2 motor crews running on this main line. And we put in a system called the lighting block system, where they had a red light and a green light. And this system was to be used as a backup system in case one of the radios on their locomotives went bad. Then they could turn these lights on, and whenever the other motor crew come down to here, he wouldn't go on outside. The 2 trips run together. The red box there is stored with 1-hour Draeger SCSRs, self-contained self-rescuers. If anything happens, you can don one of those rescuers, and you got an hour worth of walking that you can do. And we'll also have a first aid kit underneath those SCSRs. We have several locations where we have those self-rescue stations. And we also carry one on the locomotives. Okay, Dad. This is what we call the lower end of 11 right. This is where the cars passed up until it did away and only have the 1 motor crew. After the 1989 UMWA strike. We brought the empties around to the right, and the loads will pass out this way. I run a locomotive in this area.
Back up just a little bit. I want to show you something. I hold it right there. Right here in this area, at that switch right there, a gentleman named Ed Brunny was pulling a trip through here, coming inside, which he had dumped outside. And that water frog right there, just about 50, 60 feet behind us there where the trolley pole run, his pole jumped off. And he got up on top of the motor to put his pole back on, and the operating end of the motor was on the end by side. So as he stepped back down off his motor from putting his pole back on the wire, the slack in the cars suddenly stopped the motor, and he headed out in front of it. At the same time, he opened the controller up. And he fell right here. You could see where one hand fell in the dust at that time, and his body was on the track and the motor run over top of him. I took a shovel and picked him up from here to 15 right. The biggest piece we found of him was a kneecap. He had went through the locomotive gears, and it had tore him up. I don't remember just the date that was, but that was some time ago. I don't